A wife sitting at her computer alone. She's not looking for anything particular, but she's searching. There's no evidence of an affair, no secret children, no secret bank account. As she flicked through the browser tabs and read through the messages, she found something much, much worse. Messages about kidnapping, murder, and cannibalism. In the middle of it all, her husband, a New York City police officer. A man sworn to protect the public. New York City has seen its fair share of crimes, murders, organised crime wars, terrorism and corruption. Even for New York City, this one was different.
One husband, one wife.
Both true crime fans.
A different case every episode.
One terrifying story at a time.
I'm Carla.
And I'm Phil.
Welcome to Terrifying and Twisted. Hey up.
Hey up. Welcome to episode 3. I hope you enjoyed episode 1 and 2.
I can't wait to start getting some feedback.
Yeah.
Obviously, they haven't even been put out yet.
No, we haven't put episode 1 and 2 out yet, so we haven't got no feedback. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it hasn't got down like a lead balloon.
Hopefully the new format, the layout, the fact that we're doing shorter episodes.
And if you do hate it, fuck you.
Hope everyone's been good. I kind of feel like we're getting a little bit more comfortable the more episodes we do.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I think we were both very nervous.
Yeah.
Episodes
absolutely.
1 and 2. And I think overthinking massively as well, which I think people are bound to do.
Yeah, because we haven't done it for 5 years.
Yeah. So, of course, we're back to you today. It's your case today. Don't think there's much really to report on what we've watched because obviously...
World Cup, England 4-2 against Croatia.
Yeah, we've been watching World Cup.
It's coming home.
We have watched, is it Outlast?
Outlast, yeah, we've got 2 episodes of Outlast to watch. We haven't really watched any true crime.
No, I think the last thing we watched were the Maternal Instincts, which we've already spoke about.
But if anyone's got any recommendations, put them in comments.
Yeah, there are a few regulars that always tag us in documentaries and stuff like that that's worth a watch. But yeah, it's back to you this week, innit? And I know nothing about what you're about to read to me.
She knows nothing.
Nothing. Obviously, I think we were both, well, you were a bit worried because I didn't know you were doing Taylor's business until it got to recording the episode.
Yeah.
And I think you were a little bit worried that because that were one we'd watch together, my reactions wouldn't...
There were going to be no bounce.
There were going to be no bounce back and forth. But I understood why you did it because she was an absolute nutcase.
Yeah. It's a balmy case.
It is. And I think just her entire demeanour and behaviour were just balmy. So I get why you chose to do it, but I'm looking forward to today not knowing a single thing.
Yeah. So strap in for this one because it's a thinker.
Thinker?
It's going to make you think.
Okay.
So trigger warning for this episode. This episode discovers sensitive subject matter, including descriptions of violence, sexual assault, murder, and cannibalism. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay.
So I'll take you back to 2009. We start with a Russian man named Sergei Morinov.
Okay.
And with 2 others, he started a website called Dark Fetish Network. This website was built for people with fetishes. This website was built for people with fetishes. Why can I not say that? This website was built for people with fantasies and fetishes.
I don't know how, I can't tell you how to say it.
You say it.
Fetishes.
You've just said it wrong.
Fetishes.
Fetishes.
Just say people that have a particular fetish.
This website was built for people with particular... I said it right first time. This website was built for people with fantasies and fetishes. Do you know what? I'm just going to own it. On 3.
Just own it. I can't say it.
Right.
Let me stop laughing. I tell you what,
You can laugh after I fuck it up. So I'll start in 2009. We start with a Russian man named Sergei Morinov. Him, along with 2 others, started a website called Dark Fetish Network. Have you been on it?
all the time, mate. It's my favourite go-to.
I thought so.
It's always a good start to a story.
This website was built for people with fantasies and fetishes. I don't know what I'm saying. Fetishes. Fetish. A lot of fetish stuff. that weren't exactly vanilla.
Okay.
A website where you can interact with people that are like-minded and they share messages as, what is wrong with me? A website where you can interact with people that are like-minded, sharing messages and groups and photo albums, kind of like you would on Facebook, writing bios about yourself and what fantasies
You're interested in.
and stuff you're into.
Okay.
Because I've said fetishes and it sounds like I'm saying fishes. On this website, Dark Fetish Network, they had discussions about torture, cannibalism, bondage, and humiliation. The disclaimer on this website read, and I quote, "Remember that this place is about fantasies only, so play safe," unquote. So it said that it's a fantasy roleplay website.
Yeah.
The site admin, Sergey, allegedly removed accounts that violated his website terms of service. So apparently he was quite strict about it.
There must have been some
If you go over the fucking line, you're gone.
Yeah.
2010, and this is the person that we'll stick with, Girl Meat Hunter.
Girl meet hunter. Not as in nice to meet you, but
Not as in girl meets a hunter. Girl
meet nom.
hunter.
Right, okay.
Joined Dark Fetish Network. His profile reading, he was from the USA, and his profile picture being a woman with a red apple in her mouth. And I quote, "Tonight, my dear, you are the main course," unquote. Which I've never really got why it's a red apple in the mouth. Why is it not a green apple?
I'm not an apple connoisseur, so I would not know the answer to that question.
Well, I'm
But
not on
is it
about
not-
being an apple connoisseur, but why did they need to have a red apple in a dead person's mouth?
Well, maybe if me and you were
If you're
more,
going to eat them.
if me and you were more into fetish websites, we might know the answer to that.
If someone knows the answer, then please let me know, because I want to know. Anyway, anywho, in his fetish bio, he had the words ABC, well, the letters ABC. A for abduction, B for bondage, and C for...
Cannibalism.
Correct. On Dark Fetish Network, they had a trend where you'd upload a picture and then you'd title it, and I quote, "What would you do with her?" unquote.
So it's basically just free for all.
Yeah. Members would comment about hog tying, raping, drugging the women and playing with them, mutilation, and of course, cannibalism. Girl Meat Hunter commenting about how he'd like to tie one up like a turkey and place her in the oven while she's still alive. Once she were dead, he'd butcher her body and then cook the meat.
Nice.
Girl Meat Hunter had his own picture collection of 10 women that he allegedly knew in real life. Woman 1, Woman 2, and so on and so on. Sharing their photos, their age, their physical features, their jobs, and their relationship status. He imagined about them chloroformed, kidnapped, naked, and displayed on a platter with a red apple. He fantasized about slitting throats, decapitation, and making bacon strips from their flesh.
Nice.
We had a bacon sandwich this morning.
We did.
2012, Girl Meat Hunter got speaking to a man he met on Dark Fetish Network that were based in England. So on private messenger, this person was called Moody Blues. And over messenger, they brainstormed their fantasies and methods with each other about Girl Meat Hunter's 10 real women. They'd speak about fitting their bodies in his oven, having to fold their legs. Girl Meat Hunter had one particular woman he'd apparently fantasized about for 10 years.
That's not fantasizing, that's obsession.
You could say.
For 10 whole years.
Speaking about methods of cooking her over a spit alive, this girl was called Charlotte. Girl Meat Hunter spoke about a pulley system that he had in his basement where he'd hang her by her feet, rape her, kill her, then cook her. When they sat down to eat, he'd have her head as a centerpiece. Girl Meat Hunter had it planned. He'd show up at her home, chloroform her, wait till dark, and take her.
So you were actually planning this, or is this still within a fantasy?
This is the thinker.
Okay.
July 2012, Girl Meat Hunter told Moody Blues he'd arranged to meet Charlotte for brunch. He'd sent Moody Blue a document. This document was called Abducting and Cooking Charlotte.
This, you know, when you say there's a line between the fantasy and reality.
With details such as a name, a date of birth, a height, a weight, a boob size, the tools that are needed, the tarp, the rope, the chloroform, the car, the duct tape. Girl Meat Hunter had even spoke about selling women off his list on Dark Fetish Network, where he'd abduct them for said person.
So they could then live out their fantasy.
For
That money, yeah.
There's plenty more gross things you can find out he's spoken about on this.
Okay.
You can imagine. So August 2012, we arrive with a woman called Jackie Valley, Valle, and she's sat at her laptop and she's noticed her husband Gilberto has forgotten to log out of her laptop. Gilberto's been using her laptop as it has broken. She's been slightly worried about Gilberto as his behaviour had changed recently and he'd stay up all night playing video games and not come to bed till 4 5 a.m. or even at all. She'd met Gilberto 3 years before on a dating website. They'd hit it off, they'd moved in together, and in January 2011 she were pregnant. By September the daughter was born, and not long after they married. When she looked at what he was doing on laptop, when he was on the laptop, he was on internet and it looked like he were on sports sites, on games. But what Jackie had found is that he'd been deleting his search history.
Okay.
So a little about Gilberto. Gilberto Valle III was born 14th of April 1984 in Queens, New York. Gilberto and Elizabeth, his parents, who were married in 1983. I read somewhere that his parents didn't really get on in their marriage and they ended up divorcing in 1989. He was raised in Middle Village, Queens and attended Archbishop Malloy High School. He then went on to graduate the University of Maryland in 2006 with a degree in psychology. And in around 2006, Gilberto joined NYPD.
Okay.
So back to Jackie. She's on a laptop.
Yeah.
She notices 2 files on the home screen. Clicks on them, but they won't load.
Okay.
However, Jackie finds that she can find the source of these pictures, and that takes her to
The fetish website.
Dark Fetish Network.
Okay.
When she clicks on Dark Fetish Network, its homepage had a naked, tied-up woman covered in blood who appears to be dead. Obviously, Jackie's shocked by this because this isn't Gilberto. He were kind and courteous, opened doors, took him on trips, never had any signs of aggression towards her or anyone. No complaints as a police officer. He was a virgin when they'd met and they'd never dabbled in anything like this. So Jackie confronts Gilberto, and Gilberto explains that he mainly looked at bondage porn, and after work, instead of waking her up, he'd just watch porn.
Right.
Because, of course, she don't know what he's looking at.
Yeah.
She don't know what he's commenting on. All she knows is about these 2 pictures that she can't load up.
Yeah.
So he says instead of waking her up, he'd just watch some bondage porn. Jackie, while shocked, suggested that maybe they could go to a sex shop together and purchase some stuff and do it together instead.
Yep.
So that's that. However,
It's never just that's that.
Jackie wasn't entirely convinced.
Okay.
So what Jackie does, what a woman, is she installs spyware on her laptop.
Right. Okay.
And this spyware monitors every website and every email, taking screenshots of the screen every 5 minutes. The spyware obviously confirms to her that it was far past just bondage. She ends up confronting Gilberto about the cook them, kill them. They have a massive argument and she packs her belongings along with her baby and heads for the airport to her parents' house. What Jackie has also done is she's taken the laptop.
Yeah.
A few days later, she logs into this spyware and she manages to hack into his Yahoo email, finding all the messages as Girl Meat Hunter about raping, killing, and eating women. Even worse, the 10 real women they both know.
So this is Girl Meat Hunter.
Gilberto
is
Girl Meat Hunter.
Right. And they know together, these 10 women that he's got on this site.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they both knew the 10 real women together. He'd taken the Facebook pictures off Facebook. So then Jackie, she types in her own name.
He's not put his wife on there.
Gilberto had been speaking to someone called Ali Khan, talking about how they take turns in raping Jackie, hanging her by her feet, slitting her throat, cooking her and eating her. He sent Ali Khan a photo of his wife in a bikini saying she had lots of meats on her body, writing he wanted her to experience as much pain as possible and that the rape would be the easy part for her.
That is fucking disgusting.
Jackie messaged Gilberto asking him, "Who the fuck are you?" saying that she was betrayed and terrified. She asked him, Gilberto, "Have you ever shared any pictures of me or our daughter on there?" And Gilberto says, "Absolutely not, I promise."
He's a lying bastard.
Liar! Over time, he starts to confess a little bit more to her. So, October 2012. By this time, Jackie's been gone for 6 weeks. Gilberto is sat at his home watching a film. 2 p.m. and there's a knock on door. Gilberto don't answer. Then his phone rings. He looks at his phone and it's an unknown number. He don't answer his phone. 5 minutes later, this phone rings again. And it's a police officer from the 112th precinct. And they basically say to Gilberto, someone's crashed into your car and we found out that it's your car down here. We need you to come down and have a look at it.
Okay.
So he grabs his gun, leaves his apartment, and as he's going down the stairwell, 6 officers point guns on him and he gets arrested by the FBI.
So had his wife rang the place?
Correct.
Good girl.
So Gilberto was arrested by the FBI and charged in the US District Court for the Southern District of New York for the following: conspiracy to commit kidnapping under federal law, and which is life imprisonment.
Really?
Yeah. Might need to check that, but I have actually put life imprisonment, conspiracy to commit kidnapping under federal law.
God, our law is shocking, isn't it, compared to some?
And also unauthorized access of government computer database, because I think it had been said that he'd been searching for the girls on his computer.
At work.
Federal prosecutors argued that Valley's conduct went far beyond fantasy to prevent evidence, including extensive online chats discussing kidnapping women, conversations involving real women known to Valley, Gilberto, documents containing names, photographs, and details about potential victims, searches of law enforcement databases relating to some of those women, discussions that prosecutors characterized as operational planning rather than roleplay. The prosecution's central argument was that Gilberto and various online contacts have formed a genuine agreement to kidnap women, satisfying the legal requirements of conspiracy.
Well, I was going to say, when he sent that document which highlighted how he was going to do it, what he was going to use, that's not fantasy anymore. That's a plan.
You would think so, yeah? It is to me.
Yeah.
So, the defence, Gilberto's defence team took a completely different position. They argued the chats occurred in fetish communities where fantasy roleplay was common. Participants routinely acted out extreme scenarios online. No victim was approached. No kidnapping attempt occurred. No real-world preparations were undertaken. The government was confusing fantasy with intent. The defence essentially argued that while the material was disturbing, criminal law does not punish thoughts or fantasies. Because what they found out is, I don't think he had a basement. It definitely didn't have a pulley system.
Right, so it was fantasy then,
It
wasn't
definitely
it?
didn't have an oven big enough
To fit a human body
Yeah.
in.
I think he did actually meet with that Charlotte that he fantasized.
Yeah, but he didn't obviously attempt to kidnap her.
Right. So, the trial was in a federal court in Manhattan before Judge Paul G. Gardaif, March 2013. He was found guilty on both counts.
Okay.
However, Gilberto's attorneys filed a motion asking the judge to set aside the verdict. In June 2014, Judge Gardaif issued a remarkable ruling. He overturned the kidnapping conspiracy conviction despite the jury's verdict. The judge concluded that prosecutors had failed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Gilberto entered into a genuine criminal agreement. One of the most famous findings in the opinion was that the alleged conspiracy existed essentially, and I quote, solely in cyberspace. The judge found the evidence showed fantasy roleplay rather than an actual kidnapping conspiracy. The judge noted that no kidnapping occurred, no attempted kidnapping occurred, no real-world operational steps were taken. The evidence did not establish a genuine agreement to commit a crime. The conspiracy charge was gone, but Gilberto still stood convicted on the computer access. Judge Gardafi later sentenced him to time already served, 1 year of supervised release and mental health treatment conditions. By then, Gilberto had already spent approximately 21 months in custody, including time in solitary confinement. The case then moved to the United States Courts of Appeal for the Second Circuit. Both sides appealed. The government appealed the acquittal on the kidnapped conspiracy charge, and Gilberto appealed the computer access count. So on December 3rd, 2015, the Second Circuit issued its decision. The court upheld the acquittal. The majority agreed that there was insufficient evidence of, like I said again, a genuine kidnapping agreement.
Of real life attempt.
Specific intent to actually kidnap anyone. The court emphasised that fantasy alone cannot prove criminal intent. The court also ruled that Gilberto's misuse of the police database did not fit the interpretation used by prosecutors. As a result, the final remaining conviction was overturned as well. So legally, Gilberto ended up with no criminal convictions at all.
Legally standing, he'd done nothing wrong.
So a lot more than a decade later, the phrase cannibal cop remains one of the most bizarre labels ever attached to a criminal case. It involves no murder scene, no missing victim, no physical attack, yet it generated headlines all around the world. So whether you believe Gilberto was a dangerous predator stopped before he could act, or a man prosecuted for fantasies that never left the internet, one thing is certain: few criminal cases have tested the boundary before between thought and crime as dramatically as this one. The end.
Fuck off. I find that so bizarre because he didn't actually do anything wrong in real life. Now, had they have found a prepared kit in his home that contained some of the items that was discussed.
He kind of had like a prepared kit manifesto.
Yeah, but he didn't. That was just online, though. That was just in cyber. It wasn't in real life. He didn't have one by his bed.
Well, that's the thinker, isn't it?
Do you?
Because people are getting locked up now for what they're writing on the internet.
Oh, 100%. You can't write anything. There's genuine people that are overcrowding our prisons. Yeah, but I think it's different. Surely you can't just go. I can't just start going on Facebook and start talking about fantasies that involve cooking human beings and eating them. And
well, obviously you can.
No, because he did this within in a fetish website, did he not?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what like-minded people come together to do. It won't just.
I just thought it were very, very interesting.
It's very bizarre. It's a very bizarre case because I did not expect that to end where he hadn't actually harmed anybody. And the fact that he's had no criminal convictions.
No.
Because can you criminalise somebody for their thought process?
Do you want to hear the kicker?
Go on.
He's got his own book.
Has he brought a book out?
He's pretty semi-famous.
Really?
Yeah, I think he attended a Comic Con or something like that, a true crime con.
Wow.
He's quite well known in that space.
Wow.
So yeah, I thought when I looked into it, I thought it was really good because, like I said, it's the thinker.
It's a case that isn't solely concentrated, like you say, on a murder scene, on a victim, on the brutality of what's happened. It's genuinely.
Obviously, he's fucking weird.
Do you think then? No one can ever answer this question. But was it a case of he was stopped before he could have done anything?
Could have been. Because
surely is it not illegal though, the fact that he took real life pictures of real life people without their consent and uploaded them to this fetish website?
Apparently not. But obviously he spoke about kidnapping people for money and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, but obviously there were never any exchange. That never actually happened. It was just all role play.
Fantasized role play.
Imagine how many people have got away with some horrific things.
Imagine how many people have started like that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because we all know that behaviour.
That's not enough.
No, that's at some point that stops whetting the appetite and it has to go to the next level.
Tickling the pickle.
Yeah.
And then they think, fuck it, I'm just going to do it.
Well, that is definitely a different kind of.
I enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it.
You guys enjoyed it?
It obviously didn't go how I thought we were going to go, but I really enjoyed it. Well, episode 3.
Done.
Once again, we'd appreciate you all jumping onto socials, giving us a like, share, follow, all that shiznick.
Yep.
Without being too beggy.
Just search for Terrifying and Twisted. Please leave a comment or a review. And again, if you've got any cases that you won't mind us looking into, if there's plenty about it, then we'll do it. Because we're aiming to do as episodes between 25, 35 minutes long.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see you next time.
Stay safe.